First person to chat starts the show, guys. I mean, maybe somebody said something, but I didn't see it. I had to refresh the chat page. It might not have been working at the beginning. So if you've said something, I haven't seen it. First chat starts the show. First chat that I see. That's what's up. You want to see the show, you got to earn it. You got to earn it or burn it. What's it going to be? And so I ask so much for you to say hello to me in a chat, you know. I know it's a real high bar to meet. Oh, there she is, Hippie Chick. Thank you, Hippie Chick. I mean, we could sit here all day and do nothing, or you could say hi and we could start the show. You know? It's pretty easy to do.
Prepare yourself.
I really don't think I'm asking too much. I don't think I'm asking that much.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
It's Cleaning Crew Thursdays, of course.
Line and sinker, cashing your chips, you sniveling, whining, self-loathing hypocrite. Blame it on Rio or the woman in red. Don't fool yourself, it's all in your head. You're the mascot of the next century. Look in the mirrors, count insecurity. I bleed for you, my eyes burn. My point is no, 'cause you'll never learn. You'll never learn, I bleed for you. You'll never learn, I bleed for you. You'll never learn, I bleed, I bleed. Fuck you, Michelle Bachman, fuck you.
Gnarly Gagger! I'm stopping my song. I'm stopping my intro. Gnarly Gagger. I'm so glad to see you back. I missed you. And I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you for coming back to my show. I thought you were mad at me. But I'm glad, whatever it is, I'm glad that you're here. And I just want you to know that I'm so happy that you've come back to my show. Thank you. So good to see you.
Fuck you, fucking Levi's jeans. Fuck you, Benjamin. Fuck you. Sick of your loathsome little kid. Line and sinker, catching your chips. You sniveling, whining, self-loathing hypocrite. Blame it on Rio or the woman in red. Don't fool yourself, it's all in your head. Fuck you.
Are you telling me that America was warned about Pearl Harbor before it happened? Is that what you're telling me, Hippie Chick? You're going to have to inform me. You're going to have to educate me on that because I've never heard that before.
It starts with an F. Bullshit! Fuck you! 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 Chevron. Fuck you! 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 Fuck you!
Hello! Trendy City reporting in live from Orlando, Florida. Home of Kenny has thousands of all things Kenny. We find you and the hashtag Kenny's on all forms, social media, especially Rumble. If you're not on Rumble, you're missing the entire live streaming experience and the free speech.
If you were here, I'd fucking stick my dick up your fucking turkey. Go fuck yourself!
Wow. Such an angry man.
It's all in yours!
Yes.
You'll never
You're the compression pumping and breathing on that one. so much compression on that track, man. It's like you can just hear it trying to get out of there, and then the compressor going, no. It's pumping and breathing, baby. It's pumping and breathing. What can I say? Hey, we don't need this here. This is my wrist rest. I made this wrist rest made out of very special materials. This was homemade, and I'm very proud of it. It's lasted for over a year. I made this probably about a year ago. And this thing is awesome. It's just great for this, you know, for resting my arms on and gaming. And it's nice and soft, but it's comfortable and strong. And it retains its form. Unbelievable. There's a secret ingredient inside this that allows it to do that. And I could tell you how to make this. No one's ever asked me really, but it really is. It's just amazing. And if you have access to this secret material right here that's inside that you can't see because it's a secret, you know, I don't know, man. I'm trying to come up with like some way that, like, if you guys could earn the information of how to make that. Maybe if we hit 100 chats on Restream today. We hit 100 chats on Restream, I'll tell you what the secret ingredient is that makes that thing so awesome. And then you can have your own home-built wrist rest, just like mine. I'll tell you exactly how I made it. Gnarly Gagger, I'm so glad you're here. I had to stop my show just to say you're here. I don't remember the whole story. I saw a documentary years ago. Oh, okay. I need more coffee and a bong hit. I got my coffee and need bong rips too. Hippie chick. Gnarly Gagger says hello. Oh boy. So I've got this Only What You Need. Only What You Need. It's great. OW, Only What You Need. OWYN, Only What You Need. My doctor says my cholesterol is getting a little high. So I'm going to start having these more often for protein. And try to stay away from red meat, pork, and she said egg yolks are bad, she said. That's what my doctor said. Even though I've heard different from other doctors on the internet. I've known people that have like 5-6 eggs a day, and they seem to be doing just fine, but I don't know what their cholesterol levels are. Happy 710, great timing. Okay, let's get started on the smoking aspect of the show. You see the whole camera's moving? All right, okay. Let's just do this. We have a very nice cleaning crew today. So you might see them buzzing around doing some vacuuming and whatnots. Dusting and vacuuming and cleaning and the things we like to see on, the types of things that we enjoy watching on Cleaning Crew Thursdays. Okay. Gnarly Gagger is here. Well, if it's 10 minutes after, we call it 7:10 everywhere. It's like a blanket thing. And my doctor's appointment this morning, I did a Zoom chat with my doctor, and they re-upped my my blood pressure medication for 6 months. I'm on high blood pressure medicine. You'd never get that from me, huh? High blood pressure? We never would have guessed. Nay, not you. You don't run hot, do you, bro? I mean, if you got high blood pressure, I wonder if that means you bleed out faster if you get cut. It's so pressurized. It's amazing they figured out a way to measure that. I wonder who the genius was who thought up the blood pressure checking device. Who invented that? Amazing. I spilled some coffee on the floor. I was like, oh my God. I got on my hands and knees with the paper towel and I cleaned up. She goes, all picked out, clean that. She's like, I'm going to clean this whole floor. I was like, I don't want anybody slipping on my coffee. I clean up after myself. That's just me, man. Josh Bruner. Josh Bruner! Everybody, Josh Bruner's here. Josh, good to see you. We've all moved to Rumble. So if you want to come over to the Rumble, I'll give you a link, bro, in the chat. Oh, wait, you're on Facebook, so you won't see the link. But I'll tell you what it is. It's rumble.com/user/Nays Garden. That's easy, right? rumble.com/user/Nays Garden. I'm going to be kicked off Facebook soon enough. I'm sure I'll be kicked off YouTube as well. I hope I don't lose the channel. I'll end up shutting it all down to try to retain the content. Like if I get 2 strikes or something. But it might happen while I'm sleeping. Yeah, you could just get 3 strikes while you're sleeping. They like to do that shit. So you can't fucking do anything. They did that to Cyber. They took his channel down, and then he can't appeal because the channel's down. So when your channel's down, they don't give you a method for contacting them. And then if I contact them through my channel, they say, oh, Cyber has to log into his account. And you're like, he can't log into his account because you took his channel down. And they have no response for that. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay, 14 minutes, so 15 minutes in, we should be good. Oh, my Beasel's here. My Beasel. I didn't know my Beasel was here. I didn't know my Beasel. I'm going back to sleep. Love the flower. I like the flavored vapes too. Yeah, my doctor asked me if I was depressed today. It's like a big deal now, man. The doctor, it's like this whole thing. You know, are you feeling gloomy? Oh, look, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Did anybody notice that? Are you feeling gloomy? This is why we watch the show, Gnarly Gagger. This is why we watch the show. Right here. Look at this. Look at this. You're not going to see this on any other show on the internet, guys. I'm the only one. I'm the only cannabis podcaster that brings you live wildlife on the show. Man, selling point. You guys like seeing that? Let me know in the chat. Okay, 15 minutes. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. Hippie Chick and Josh Bruner. And, of course, Gnarly Gagger. And anybody else that might be here that's watching. Cheers. Thank you, Hippie Chick. It's hot and humid outside. I need my fans. Sorry, bees. I'm sorry. I need the fan on. Yeah, we're on opposite sides politically and socially. I mean, politically, not really. Socially, yes. I don't really have a political side, Hippie Chick. I've got a social side, and that's the side that you and I disagree on. You subscribe to every single lie that the right-wing red pillars feed all of their audiences, and you subscribe to every single thing, and it doesn't matter what I say, what kind of evidence I show you to disprove it, or to hold up a mirror and show you what a fucking racist you are, and a hater you are. has no fucking change on you, makes absolutely no difference to you. And there's some people that are just unreachable. I feel like you're one of them, you know? So much hate inside you. You know, so much contempt for people that are different than you. And that's why the Republicans appeal to you so much. You just can't get out of that hate mode. That's sad. People like you are sad. You make me sad for sure. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. You support the goddamn Republicans, and all they do is hate people that are different than them, hippie chick. You are so fucking delusional. You are so fucking delusional. I want good, I hate bad. I hate racists. I hate haters. You know, I hate bigots and sexists. My daughter is gay. Good for you. You know, I'm sure she's so proud of your Republican fucking support. It's so nice and healthy for your daughter that her mother supports a fucking a party, a political party that fucking hates her, wants to eradicate her and everyone like her off the face of the fucking planet. And you support them. Yeah, take the trans people out of the military. Great idea, hippie chick. I'm sure your daughter felt much safer about that, right? Did your gay daughter feel safer when Trump took the fucking trans people out of the military? Let me know. Let me know how she felt about that. Your hate is so embedded, it's so deep, that you can't even sense it yourself. You've hidden it from yourself that you don't even realize that you're a fucking hater. But I bring my mom in here to have a conversation with you, and she could explain it to you really fast. You know? But you're a parent, and you need to protect your child's rights in the schools, right? Right, hippie chick? You need to be involved in your kids' education and make sure that they're not being groomed by the evil libs, right? The evil libs that are grooming your children. You're socially liberal, but fiscally conservative. No, you're just a fucking hater. It's all you are. You just hate people that are different than you. And your cover for getting away with it is calling yourself a Republican. And your cover for getting away with it is voting for Donald Trump. Oh, I'm not a racist. I just like his financial policies. Donald Trump is a businessman. He runs America like a business. Sound familiar? You know what America's biggest money maker is? Yeah, I'm a patriot. Yeah, you're a white nationalist. Exactly. You're a fucking flag waving white nationalist. It's exactly what you are. Yes, you agree with that. Of course you do. Of course you agree with that. Why would you disagree with it? It's exactly what you are. It's exactly what Nick Fuentes is. You know, it's what Ron DeSantis is. You know, you motherfuckers call yourselves patriots and you're just white nationalists. That's really what you are. Pledging your allegiance to a fucking piece of cloth. Psychotic over a fucking flag. I'm sorry, I did take an oath to the Constitution. Who fucking cares? None of that shit means anything. So does every fucking president that ever dropped bombs on innocent people. They took an oath to the Constitution. Was that all covered? Oh, we're protecting the country. We have to go bomb people, 5,000 miles away from here because we're protecting our homeland. Are you protecting our homeland? Oh my God. Hey, freaking articles here. Look at that. Us versus them, bro. That's a goddamn patriot. Us versus them. People that solve their problems with war. Because they don't know how to sit down and fucking... Patriots don't know how to sit down and fucking talk peace. That's not what a fucking patriot is. You know what a definition of patriot is? Someone willing to defend their country with violence. That's a fucking patriot. Someone willing to go to war for their country. That's what a patriot is. And if you're a fucking patriot, then you're a Tulsi Gabbard, right? You've decided that war is the answer to all of our problems. And of course you have. You're like, oh, not all of our problems. Oh, really? Because we're at endless war and it doesn't seem to end. And we're committing more battleships right now to war as we speak. Hello again, Jay Bruner 2020. You worked for the government. It doesn't matter that you worked for the government. That doesn't mean anything. We're not talking about that. I bought a gun to defend myself. It's not what I'm talking about. You're like trying to straw man me. Do you realize that? You're just mentioning a bunch of shit that's like not even relevant to what we're discussing. All I'm saying is you call yourself a patriot. That means you're willing to go to war to defend your country. That's what a patriot is. The problem is you sign up for the service so you can defend the country, and then you end up getting on a plane and going to another country and killing people over there. Isn't that weird? That's a patriot. Every single military person that ever fought in any war that wasn't on this fucking country's actual land. You're just an imperialist. You're all a bunch of fucking imperialists. You want to go enforce your beliefs on other people in other countries. You're not defending your country. And, you've been so sold on this whole notion of war and the glory and the honor behind it. There's no reaching people that are that deep. Not everybody can be deprogrammed from a cult. And, the American flag and the Pledge of Allegiance is one of the longest running, deepest fucking cults in the world. Still going strong today. And the people that follow that, they're called patriots. They're psychos. Well, there's no honor in war, you say? Okay, let's do something. Let's look up the definition of the word patriot, since you're a patriot. And you just said there's no honor in war. This is a little hypocritical. So let's just look at this, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. There's the definition exactly as I told you. Let's bring it up for you. We're bringing it up on screen. Bring it up on screen there, Chekhov. Okay, here it is from a Bing.com search, right? Is that okay to get the definition? Are we allowed to get the definition of a word from an internet search, everybody? Is that cool for all? Oh, you're using the internet. You're using the internet. Oh, you're using the internet to find some information. Nay, you can't be trusted. He got it from a .com. Oh, you got that information from a .com, nay. So, I digress. Hippie chick, here's the definition of the word patriot. It says noun, a person, you, who vigorously supports their country and is prepared to defend it against enemies or detractors. Or, they should add on there, willing to go to other countries and kill innocent people in the name of being a patriot. which you just said you're a patriot. And then you said there's no honor in war. Those two statements don't comport. A person who vigorously supports their country and is prepared to defend it against enemies, that's a patriot. You're willing to go to war. So if there's patriots in your country and there's patriots in other countries, hey, we can have war, you fucking idiot. It's because of fucking idiots like you that we have war. Does it make sense now? Patriot, Miss Patriot, Miss There's no honor in war. Not making any sense, Miss Patriot. Can you explain that to me? You willing to defend your home? I'm willing to defend your home, hippie chick. I'll come to your house and defend your home for you. How about that? I'll bring Chuckles. Because I love you. I just said I would defend your home. Of course I'd defend my home. I've got a fucking pit bull, man. You know, I got guns. I got guns. Smith and Wesson. What? That'd be funny if I said Briggs and Stratton. That would have been fucking funny. I should have said, I got guns, man. Briggs and Stratton. And, you know, a lot of people just would have gone right over their heads, and then, like, lawnmower dudes would be like, dude, that was a good one. You're a patriot? No. It says country. It doesn't say home. You don't get to change the definition that's on the screen, hippie chick. I'm not a fucking patriot. I had an opportunity to go enlist in the military. A lot of my friends did. And I chose not to. Why? Because I'm not a fucking patriot. I'm not willing to go to war for this country. Ah, you got it now. There, now you got it. You got it. Not that I'm right, but just that I'm just telling you stuff that totally makes sense. Jay Brunner 2020. I got Briggs and Stratton. Hey man, I got the arm and hammer. I got the Abbott and Costello. That's a good one. Needs work. Hey, Tula. No war. Let's talk the guns. The gunsies, Tula says. And talk about the guns. I didn't work out this morning. So, I had a doctor's appointment. And I just wanted to keep it, non-sweaty. So, good news, I get my blood pressure medication refilled for 6 months. Penandela! I like that. So I'm so glad we got. See, the problem I always had with Jackson Hinkle was the fact that he called himself a patriot. And if Hippie Chick was paying attention back then, she would have caught on to this whole thing. But let's go see. Let me just see. Maybe we could find it. So the people that are running against Donald Trump, there's a report here from Back Edge News that says the people that are running against Donald Trump, their poll numbers are rising against his, and that he has some regrets about not showing up to the debates. Nikki Haley's rising. So... Where's the search? How come I can't find the search anymore? This is from 2 years ago. This is a 34-minute. I don't know what this is. It just says Patriots.
Going to be able to probably recite volumes of history from this one. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I hope you are doing fantastic. Just having a little conversation with Rogie here. She's over here checking out the SG. I think the guy that owned the SG before me may have had a cat or something. And Rogan's just kind of picking up on it a little bit.
Rogan has a crazy sense of smell.
All sitting there, they're all pretty. That's nice. That's nice. New messages. Christopher Searfoss. Yo, yo. What's up? You guys beat Debbie. You beat Debbie here. No, she's not coming today. No, Debbie.
And I'm
Rob McNeil. Hello, Rob. Good try on the
awesome.
salutation.
Thank you,
there,
Hippie
buddy. Looks like you got a nice cannabis tree behind you there, too, buddy. Cat. Hello, Cat. Hey, Cat. Wait. There we go. A little bit of resin on there. Just knock that off. Lisa Stukes. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Stukes. Holy shit, whatever happened to that guy?
Stukes, were you drunk the other night, man, when you came on the live stream? You should go back and watch that, man. It's pretty funny. I was watching it.
It's crazy.
And
it's crazy.
I was in the middle of something.
He came back all normal.
Shit, and I was like, dude,
he's like,
you
yeah, I
don't
don't
open a mouth to me right now.
He's like, I don't do
and
what I
then you were
used
just
to
like,
do.
I was like, dude, that doesn't even make sense. You should go back and watch that. It's pretty funny. Hey, Sonia. Sonia from Slovenia. Sonia from Slovenia. Billy, he just knows it's new. Dogs like to
I look a lot younger.
For danger. There's 300 soldiers hiding inside it, waiting to attack. What's up, Billy?
Billy Ballantyne.
You just waking up now? No, I've been up for hours.
God,
hey, Steven gets the 3. Steven understands. Steven knows the way. Everybody follow Steven. Steven knows the way. Steven Culbertson, this is for you. Thank you, buddy, for sharing on both Facebook and Twitter, bro. Appreciate you so much for doing that. Show the way for everybody, man. Cheers.
I think we should do this.
Oh, Stoops, you were on something.
So this
You
is
were
a
on something that was preventing
It's
you
a
from making sense that
36-minute video, and I'm talking about Patriot or something. But I don't really know
What?
from the title
Sonia, thank you for the number 3.
what I'm going to be talking about. It's interesting it's only a 36-minute video. Oh, there's my Beezel! My Beezel!
Very, very cute.
My Beezel.
I was giving him some lovies before the show. I gave him his hug.
Every morning.
Jumped up on the couch,
I get
jumped
my
up
love
there
from
with
that
me,
dog
I gave him a
every
hug.
morning.
Oh, you're smoking shitty, Keith? I was wondering. I was like, well, what's up with Stoots, man? He's not making no sense.
There's a cat.
Um,
Look, Tula. The kitty.
So I was just on Twitter, and there's somebody on the right, a conservative. He's a giant Trump supporter. He's got like over 100,000 followers on Twitter. He said, "Hey, everybody, post your patriot podcasters, since all of the conservative ones have stabbed us in our backs." It was, something. It wasn't written like that, but it was along those lines. The tweet actually said, after the fallout with all these conservative journalists, name your go-to patriot journalists.
Name your go-to Patriot podcaster.
Why? Because they're not speaking your truth? The conservative journalists are no longer speaking your truth? I guess not. You don't want to hear the fucking truth, man.
Exactly.
You don't want the fucking truth. You just want someone like H.A. Goodman who's gonna fucking stroke you
Exactly.
and coddle you and comfort you
40 minutes in
and
1 minute from now.
and sing you a lullaby at night at 1 o'clock in the morning so you can sleep. Trump will win. Trump will win. Don't you worry, you racist. We are champions. We are the winners.
Winners.
We can never lose an election. Hey, Bill Smith.
Talk more about Patriots, bro. I want to hear this.
So what is the coming destruction, and do you watch Jeff Berwick? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Coming destruction and Jeff Berwick. I don't know either of those things, bro. I'm sorry. How Jimmy yesterday, again, brilliant shit. Again, Stooks, you're not making any sense. How Jimmy yesterday, again, brilliant shit. Low record on. Oh, you guys like the lullaby, huh? It's the H.A. Goodman lullaby, man. He lullabies his audience to fucking pacify them. He's got thousands and thousands of people, over 100,000 people following him.
Cheers, everybody.
160,000,
13 minutes,
170,000
seconds late.
people.
No law regarding cannabis.
And he
Tula,
doesn't get any pushback
Josh,
on that chat except
Hippie
for
Jake,
me, man.
Jay Bruner.
I'm like, yeah, no, Trump lost. My dog is pining to go do something. Rogan, are you pining, buddy? I'm pining right now. I'm pining to get up and go do something. What was it? I want to get up and go do something. What is it? What do I want to do? Something in the kitchen. I wanted to go do something in there, and I have no idea what it was.
Make coffee.
It's a good revenue stream. Yeah, man, it's true, Stooks. You know, you can't really blame H.A. Goodman, man. He is making a shit ton of money doing this. And they're paying him to say these words. It's what they want to hear. It's the lullaby that he's singing them that they pine for that lullaby every night. It's so they can sleep. If you disagree with them, they block you. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. I got in there. I know, guys. I know his admins are douchebags. Listen, there's two guys, and they'll block you. But now they know that me and H.A. Goodman are friends, and they don't block me. It's not fair for H.A. Goodman that they block all of the non-echoes. Do you know what I mean when I say non-echoes? All the people who aren't repeating back to H.A. Goodman what he says to them. And even worse, what they say is even worse. They say we need to grab our guns and start a civil war. His followers, he's firing these people up, man. It's so unhealthy.
I've got the video of McCaul talking about Egypt and Israel, guys. Oh, it's raining. Holy shit.
Enoch, what's up, buddy? Hey, Steve Running.
Beautiful, beautiful rain outside, guys.
I'm looking for my 3. So far, I only got 1. Oh, no. Sonia gave me a 3. Sonia, thank you. I'm smoking again.
My
Thank you, Sonia. She shared it
Beezle's
on both the
my
large
foot
group on
right now.
Facebook, and she
Well, I'm seeing
retweeted
him
it
on
for
the
me.
video. I love
And she came back in here and she put it number 3.
Lots
So
of
I can
Beezles.
smoke. Cheers. Thank you for letting me smoke. What did you figure out, Dusty? I like seeing you on Twitter, Dusty. Cheers.
Dusty on Twitter. I wonder who that is. Oh, it's on screen. I can see their names. Dusty. I can't read it. There's something. It's dark over it.
Oh, you finally figured out how to get on my live stream. Yeah, and now suddenly I come to life. No longer just a recorded video. I can actually talk back to you now. You should download Periscope. You should download. You've already got Twitter because I know you from Twitter. You should download Facebook too and help me out on there. I'm Ben Shader on Facebook, but only on Facebook. I'm Trendy Nay on this show.
I'm like, what's that noise? It's a vacuum.
Still trying to figure that one out.
I'm like, there's a mighty wind blowing.
52 years old. I still don't have my identity figured out.
My
Susan Baker,
Beezle.
David C. Baker Jr.,
David
Roger
C. Blake.
Batchelder, Susan
Roger
Baker Stooks. Yo, 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 what up there, yo,
Damn,
trannies,
old
what's
schools.
up, Jive Turkeys. Yo, Just Jay, you Jive Turkey. Stooks says, yo, how about a 3? Can I get a 3? How about a 3? I mean, a legit 3. I don't want just some bullshit 3. I want a legit 3.
28 viewers,
I've
guys.
been off Facebook for you. Thank you, Dusty. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
back
you,
then.
Dusty. Dusty. Thank you.
I've got 11
Thank you,
viewers
Dusty.
right now.
I'll have you all know that I did trim my nose hairs this morning, so there shouldn't be as much nose play as there was last night, earlier this morning.
Hate that.
Are trolls just angry elves? No, I'm a troll. A lot of us are trolls. A lot of people that watch the show are trolls. They want attention, man. That's all we want, man. We're just lonely.
You're just
Everybody's a
lonely,
troll now that COVID's hit. We're all fucking lonely, man. We're all reaching out.
Oh, this is after
You know,
COVID.
trolling has a negative connotation,
God
but
damn.
let me tell you, it's usually because you're seeking positivity back at yourself. You want someone else to see that you picked on someone, and you want them to jump on your side with you and agree. You want the support, man. You're not trolling because you want people to lash out at you. Oh man, I got a fucking headache. It ain't gonna quit. That's what I was gonna go do. I was gonna go get Advil.
This is a vegetable-based drink. It tastes like chocolate milk. It's really fucking good. It's called OWYN for only what you need. It's got 20 grams of protein. And I want to lose a little weight, This says on the side, it says this is a snack. But it's got fiber. It's got 4 grams. Something.
So I got a whole bunch of copyright warnings on the. Was I playing my guitar last night? I don't remember, man.
You
I
got
guess I
carbs,
was,
4
huh?
grams of
Because I got a whole bunch of copyright warnings on one of my videos.
Oh, look, deer, guys.
Emails.
Deer. Deer.
Nobody three'd me?
Nobody three'd me.
You guys aren't threeing me, man. Who's gonna three me? I just need you guys to share it on a Facebook in a large group and Tweet it. Retweet it for me. You guys, I'm loving the tweeters. You guys, I love it, man. I mean, Karsten and I want to say Steve Running, and a few of you guys are starting to talk on Twitter. Hallelujah. You finally learned how to type a message on Twitter. Thank you. Keep doing that. Reply,
My fucking
comment,
life.
you know?
Oh my god.
That's what I'm talking about. How to reply.
Your coyote came back last night?
Okay. I am looking
Nate's shirt.
grab
Yeah.
some of this stuff right here. Okay, great gang. Just press a number 3 and nothing else.
Gang, gang. Gang, gang.
Just press a number 3 and hit enter.
Rainbow. Roses.
And put it in my
Roses.
live stream. You're
Roses.
gonna put
Roses.
a 3 in my live
Roses.
stream.
Roses.
Everybody watch this. Matt P's about to drop a 3. And
Matt P.
I'm about to get all trendy. Gonna grab my bong and rap this song. And I want all you gardeners to sing along. Yeah, we're gonna get so hot. Yeah.
Stop,
We're gonna
dude.
get so high.
Stop.
Yeah. We're gonna get so
Are you
high.
like
I need
this?
a number
What I'm doing now,
3
you're
from
just
Matt
like,
P.
okay, you need to
Let me
stop.
see that number 3.
Who are you, Lee Camp? End the joke, bro. Hearts. Hearts.
Trolls are
gang,
good
gang.
people. Usually people only hate them because the troll doesn't kiss their ass. Truth is scary.
Roses.
Oh, you hit the retweet and like, but you didn't group it on Facebook, so you can't hit a number 3. I love your honesty. Because you're honest, I'm gonna give you a bong rip. This is for Matt P. And I'll just group you on with Steve Running, okay? Because Steve Running just hit a 3 too. Cheers to both of you guys. It's a nice, super big hit because there's 2 of you. Cheers, Matt P, Steve Running. Cheers.
I guess the rain stopped. Unreal. Lousy chatters even back then.
D-Monk, do you know Burner?
This was not that long ago. This was after COVID started.
My buddy Sean works for him.
We were just talking about Sean. Me and Pinoy were
But
just
Sean's got
talking.
a girlfriend, so he won't come to my live stream anymore.
Ah!
I say cunt.
Sean's got a
I
good.
have no idea. I don't know why he doesn't come to the stream anymore. He should.
That's so funny. Friendly Sean.
Somebody on Facebook type Sean Hazini, please. Someone on Facebook type Sean Hazini.
That is so fucking funny.
Sean Hazini.
Someone on Facebook type Sean Hazini right now in the chat. Do it. Do it right now.
Smash it. Everyone smash that like button. Smash it. Smash, smash, smash. Everyone smash, smash, smash the like button for us. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Smash it.
I can't believe how much I'm laughing at this. That's fucking fun, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god. This deer back here, man. There's a deer. There's a
Not
deer.
that smash has any sexual connotation to it.
There's a deer. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of in the tree line back there.
Smash, smash, smash the like button like every other YouTuber says, and I want to be just like every other YouTuber, and I want to speak to my YouTube audience and say smash the like button, and then they'll understand what I'm saying when I say smash. Because all YouTuber podcasting fucking suck up fucking cloned bitches say smash, we're smashing it. Because, you know, One motherfucker on YouTube once said fucking smash the like button, and then all of a sudden, oh yes, everybody smash, we're all smashing now. Fucking smash, 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 smash. Smash, 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 smash. Oh, I bet you didn't see that one coming. Smash. Oh, I bet you didn't see that one coming.
Oh my god.
Dude, I am unpredictable.
You are.
All right, the next round of bong rips. Cat Stoops.
Wait.
And
I
then
got
it will
two
be
coffee mugs
George David Shipman. George David Shipman. I've never seen you on Twitter. Do you follow me on Twitter? I'm going to check. George. I'm checking right now. And see if you were one of my retweeters. Okay, let's see. Where's my video? Media counterpunches Trump by ignoring evidence. Huh. I don't see this video on Twitter. Isn't that weird? Oh, there it is. It's the very first one. Patriots.
Media counterpunches Trump. That's fucking funny.
Wow, look at all these retweets. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about a retweets.
We need to talk about a retweets, everybody.
George David Shipman. Okay,
That's so
don't
funny.
see you here.
We need to talk about a
We
retweets.
got Dusty Steve, Enoch, Michael Haskey, and Stephen Culbertson. But that doesn't mean you didn't quote tweet it. No. George David Shipman, you did not retweet my video. That is an unpure 3 that you have dropped on my live stream. So what's the main platform that you use to broadcast? I broadcast
Unpure 3.
15 channels, I guess. I'm supposed to be broadcasting 16 channels. I'm glad I looked up.
Now I'm
I gotta
only
go check
hitting
that
11.
now and see what the fuck's going on.
Because Rumble,
Fuck, I hate that
baby.
shit. I'm always like,
cares
oh,
about the other
fuck,
channels?
what's going on with one of my channels, man? I'm broadcasting to 6 Facebook channels right now.
Oh, the deer
I'm
laid down,
broadcasting to
guys.
6 YouTube channels right now. I'm broadcasting to Twitter via Periscope. I'm
Guys, the
broadcasting
deer's
to
laid
Twitch. I'm broadcasting to D Live, and I'm broadcasting to VK, Vcast, or something like that.
I don't know if you can see the deer. I don't think you can, actually. With the way the camera is.
Cat Stoops, did I do a bonger for you? I can't remember. I'm so high right now.
Okay,
Oh
I
my
see the
God,
problem.
I'm so
Okay.
fucking high.
So the camera would actually
George
have
David
to be
Shipman dropped a 3 and didn't back it up. So who was after George David Shipman? We're gonna have to skip him.
There we go, guys. Look at that.
So hard to spot these 3s. I'm so glad you guys just put there. Okay, who was after George David Shipman? Enoch!
A deer
It's Enoch.
laying down in the rain, bro, under the trees.
Cat, did I do a bong rip for you? I can't remember. I did a bong rip for someone.
I guess I don't talk about Patriots anymore, man, because this video is probably almost over. Let me just
No.
fast forward a little bit.
Hey, clack, clack. We're gonna go out on my roller coaster. I built one outside on the mountain. Come on, everybody. That'd be so weird.
I better not give putting away any ideas. And let's look at that shit and be like, dude, we need a zip line, we need a roller coaster, we need a water slide. They're turning it into an amusement park.
Big pocket. Sure didn't help. Welcome to the show! Did you ever drink and get drunk and do it? I am Senor Ray, everybody. And we are going to have so much fun, all of you. And let me just tell you, I remember when I was younger and I used to go to the circus and I used to have fun too. So I know this is a very important time for all of you. We're going to have a lot of fun. First, we're going to have Billy come out. He's going to do some clowning for you, and he's going to bring his friends in a little car. It's going to be so much fun. I don't even know what that voice is. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I'm channeling Senor Ray, bro. I'm channeling someone that I've never heard before and that I've never met.
I'm channeling them.
Billy's going to tell me all about him now. We're going to get a whole biography. I can't wait. Wait for the biography. The biography. The biography.
Are you guys enjoying watching the deer sitting in the rain? Cannabis
Nobody's
heels
even
laying
looking
down
at
to the-
biographies anymore, pal. Unreal. That show's from like the 80s, pal. Nobody's even doing it anymore.
It's
Nobody's
always
even
a
got a
riot
TV
going
set
back
anymore,
and
pal.
looking
It's
at
all
old
computer
content.
screens.
Freaking
Unreal.
awful.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Hearts.
Mecca like a high. Oh, my doggy. Hey, buddy. What you got, buddy? Can I pick you up? Can I pick you up? I want to pick you up. I want to pick you up. I love telling him that.
That was the back in the
He gets
day.
he gets
When
all
I-
cute with me.
when-
I want to pick you up.
Oh, dude.
Rogie, look at your big head, Rogie. Look at your big head, Rogie. Got a big old head with big old ears. I want to change a thing. He's so fucking cute. That's all I do is walk my dog and look and say how cute my little bobblehead is. Hello. This beast is growling at me. Who are you? What is your name? What is it that you do? He is growling at me. I don't like it. This beast. I remember there was a dog here. What has happened? Oh, now he's intimidating me. I'm so frightened. Oh, he's intimidating me. Maybe I should clean his face for him. Let me see if I can do this for his face. He's a beautiful boy. Oh, he's so beautiful. Look at how gorgeous and beautiful he is. He is quite a beautiful thing. With quite a large head. You have a very large head. Look at this. What are you? What sort of a thing are you? What sort of a thing are you? You are beautiful, you. And I think I am beginning to like this little beast. You are quite a little beast. Look at the whole look. He put his little paw up in the air at me. It was so cute. You are so beautiful. You are the most beautiful thing. Yes, you are. This animal, this beast. Oh, look at this little smile on your face. He's quite beautiful.
You'll very crack myself up. Some funny shit. It's some good content right here.
I do believe he's a little confused as to my identity. Dude, it's scaring the dog. You okay, buddy?
That's funny.
Yes, I love the kisses.
That's funny, bro.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful, Bo. Oh, he's so fucking gorgeous. Can I pick you up? Can I pick you up, buddy?
Dude, I hope I pick him up. Because I can't do that. Because I really can't do it anymore. I mean, I'll pick him up and put him in the car, but...
Bro, can I pick you up? Just for a minute. Come here.
It's like a... Oh, it's raining. It's raining hard. You guys can see. You guys can see the rain out here. Check this out.
Oh, God, you're so heavy.
When he does that with his mouth, he's really happy.
My baby boy. You're so beautiful. Look at
That deer's hiding out from the rain.
Just for a minute.
That's freaking awesome. I got the bezel on my lap. Look
He
at
was
that.
having such a problem with dandruff, and I've been giving him coconut oil every day, and it really does help a lot.
Oh, he doesn't have a problem with that anymore.
It's just a little tiny
It's
bit. Now,
his
nothing
diet,
like
whatever
it was.
food I'm giving him now, maybe.
He was losing hair.
I thought he probably had already switched his diet, but maybe it was just being in California.
So beautiful, man.
Living in Florida, the humidity, he doesn't get it anymore. He's got a beautiful coat.
Want to get down? Hug you.
Big teddy bear, man.
I wonder if he's more than 60 pounds now, man, because it feels like he
Oh
is.
shit, he was already 60
Yeah,
pounds?
he was scared, man.
He's 75 now.
He got scared.
Damn, I was picking up when he was 60 pounds.
He's
Holy
like, he's
shit.
growling at me. Immediately started growling at me. You know, my sister would get such a kick out of that. I should call her from my other line. Not this one. Let's see here. This one.
And then it ends abruptly. That's interesting, isn't it? Huh. Wow, look at the rain, guys. Can you hear the rain on the microphone, guys? Let me know if you can hear the rain, y'all. Oh, yeah, you can? Oh, you can hear it. Good. Yeah, there's water coming up out of the ground right here. The drain, it comes off the roof. And then I had the drain run up underground so it boils up like a spring and makes a little river. It is so fucking pretty. It's just this cute little... It's only when it rains. But it's just a cute little... It's almost like a little water feature. I'm going to clean it up and make it a little bit more distinct and put some nice stones around it. It'd be super cool. It's all white, sandy, you know, from the water running across it. It's fucking perfect. Got to go out here and cut some leaves off of these mangrove orchids that I planted. They grow really well. Everything is doing really, really good. This rain couldn't come at a better time right now. Now I don't have to go out and water the mangrove orchids, you know, if it rains enough. We've got this purple ground cover plant with pink flowers. I don't know what it's called, but it's beautiful and it's doing well. And then the ligustrum, the ligustrum over here. Well, this all is the ligustrum tree. At the base of it, there's a bunch of suckers coming off the bottom, and I've leveled them off. And they'll be putting out some white flowers here pretty soon. Should be pretty nice. I could probably go through with a hedge trimmer and trim those back a little bit right now before they do. Yeah. Kind of round that off and make it really pretty. Make it into literally a hedge. That's what my intention is with the ligustrum suckers, because they're very healthy and they grow in really full, and I think it'll work. Our deer is still sitting there.
And welcome to Rising. Thanks for tuning in. A lot more to get to today. More updates on the situation in Israel. Go ahead, Brianna.
Well, Robbie, President Biden spoke to Americans directly from the White House yesterday, where he condemned Hamas's attack on Israel in the strongest possible terms.
Bloodthirstiness brings to mind the worst rampages of ISIS. This is terrorism. But sadly, for the Jewish people, it's not new. This attack has brought to the surface painful memories and the scars left by a millennia of anti-Semitism and
Really, what's it called? What's it called when you slowly starve out 2.3 million people, and you control the amount of food that goes in there so that they all slowly starve? What's that called? Is that not terrorism, you fucking cunt?
Genocide of the Jewish people. So in this moment, we must be crystal clear. We stand with Israel. We stand with Israel. And we will make sure Israel has
while
what it
they
needs
decimate
to take care of its
neighborhoods,
citizens, defend itself, and respond to this attack.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
There's no justification for terrorism.
There's no
no
justification
excuse.
for what they're doing right now.
Hamas does not stand for the Palestinian people's right to dignity and self-determination. Its stated purpose is the annihilation of the state of Israel and the murder of Jewish people. They use Palestinian civilians as human shields.
Human.
Hamas offers nothing but terror and bloodshed with no regard to who pays the price.
Now, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan was pressed on reporting that the Biden administration may be seeking to tie weapons and aid to Ukraine to military assistance to Israel.
So I'm not going to get ahead of the president's request and not going to take the place of the OMB director who will present the request that we send up. But the president was very clear today that we will be making a request to the Congress, and it will include a request for funding for support to Israel. And he has also been equally clear that we are going to renew our request to the Congress for aid to Ukraine. What exact form that all takes, that will be worked out and presented by others, not by me. But the notion that we're going to go up and ask for Israel aid and ask for Ukraine aid, that's unequivocal.
House Republican and Speaker candidate Jim Jordan was pressed on the potential deal as well.
Mr. Jordan, Israel aid would obviously be a big part of your speakership. Would you be open to tying that to Ukraine aid?
We got to help Israel, that's for sure.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken is set to travel to Israel to shore up U.S. support for their retaliation very soon. So we're seeing these two things, the framing that the media wants, as that was a CNN pressing Jim Jordan, pressuring Republican leadership or presumptive leadership, obviously we don't actually know who's going to be the Speaker of the House yet, to link these things together. It seems pretty clear that that is also what Biden wants to do. Going to be interesting to see how that plays out, given that Republicans are extremely hostile to additional funding for Ukraine, and in fact the whole Speaker implosion was substantially about that. Now, many Republicans have also signaled that they think it is very important to give even more military aid to Israel. Of course, we already give military aid to Israel to send warships and everything else. I think these two ideas are a little bit in tension, and I'm not sure the base actually thinks that giving more aid to either country ultimately is the obligation of American U.S. taxpayers and enhances U.S. security. So I think it's going to be interesting to see this this double standard play out and see if Biden gets his way on both fronts.
Yeah, well, I think it's worth noting that it's not that a lot of Republicans object to funding Ukraine more. A lot more Republicans than Democrats do, but again, we have the speakership crisis over a very small minority of Republicans, and they only were able to do this because the margins in the House were only +4. So I do wonder whether, given the relatively small size of the cohort that was willing to oust McCarthy largely over the Ukraine funding, with the additional pressure of funding Israel, which there's much more consensus on, as you heard Jim Jordan say as he was pressed, well, we gotta fund Israel for sure. Whether or not that's gonna pressure that already small group of holdouts into finally capitulating over Israel aid. And I do think that that's the clear hope as people rhetorically tie these two bundles of aid together. I want to go back to the president's remarks. It is unsurprising. It's in line with what he and every other president has said before when these kinds of things happen, that America stands unequivocally with Israel. The Empire State Building was lit up in blue and white. The White House was lit up in blue and white. But I do wonder if, given the increasing pressure, I think, from the public, as they're increasingly aware of the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, whether or not statements made in support of Israel and statements condemning the terrorist attacks and the killing of civilians will increasingly be coupled with any kind of acknowledgement that there needs to be some peace that is based on resolving the fundamental issue in Gaza. You did hear him say, Palestinians have a right to self-determination. That's a really interesting thing to say when America is one of the minority countries in the world that doesn't recognize Palestine as a state, and when there's so little lip service given, so little said about the leveling of Gaza that is going on right now. As we've discussed, it's a population that's one of the most densely packed populations in the world, with 2 million people in what's been described as an open-air prison. And currently, as a result of the retaliatory strikes, 10% of the population of Gaza is internally displaced, and because it is a walled open-air prison, there's nowhere for those people to go. And as we discussed, it's a population with 50% children. So it is interesting to continue to hear the president and people in his administration largely ignore or not say anything about the war crimes that are coming the other way now after the obvious war crime of killing civilians that Hamas has committed, the violation of international law that is bombing these civilian populations, and having the strategy of cutting off water and food and electricity to an entire population that, of course, is not Hamas and was not at fault for the slaughter of all those Israeli civilians. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any mounting pressure on Biden to change his rhetoric in any way on that.
Sure. I mean, I didn't find the statement objectionable. I would bet that most people, both Democrats and Republicans, found the statement fine, doing, as you said, acknowledging that Palestinians do have a right to self-determination, and then pointing out, obviously, that terrorist attacks on random civilians is not a good way to accomplish that goal. But I agree with you on the underlying the funding issue. We're going to end up supporting. We are in support. We give money too. We contribute. The American taxpayer contributes to retaliatory actions by the state of Israel that will result in further horrific loss of life. And this is a really. Again, this is something we're on the hook for. That, again, how does this contribute to American national security?
Well, I don't agree with the last thing you said.
Terrorist groups like Hamas use this kind of thing as recruitment, as reason for Muslim extremists throughout the Middle East to speak out against America because of our role in funding what you rightly.
Justin, don't confuse Palestinian people with Hamas. Palestinian people aren't evil. They don't need to level that fucking place, because that place is it's a home for people where they live.
We describe as military actions that violate international norms. So I don't want to be on the hook for that, and I think a lot of Republican primary voters actually don't either, which is why leadership is so out of step with what people want on so many issues, but including this. And they should take Ukraine as a lesson that the neoconservative project of funding wars, even if you think they're justified, even if you think Israel should respond in some way and is completely justified to attack and dismantle and destroy Hamas. Why is America responsible for contributing, for donating to this effort even more than we already have? Because there are conflicts all over the globe, and that and Republican voters spoke, vis-a-vis Donald Trump, who was all about America, who, at least in his rhetoric, was about America first, and was about concentrating on solving our issues here in the country, and he articulated that clear break from the consensus and won the nomination because of it. So I wish more leaders in the Republican Party would listen to would take that as an example on both the Ukraine issue, which they learned a little bit, but as you note, it's still a minority position. It's a super minority position on the Democratic side. It's the entire Democratic Party's personality is the Ukraine-Russia conflict, and then honestly on this, except with a couple of your squad member people, the Democratic Party is all for funding Israel additionally, military aid, whatever they want.
You say except for the squad
and
members,
I'm not even sure that's an exception.
AOC, one of the early disappointing moments for the left was her choice to capitulate after argument, some kind of back and forth with Nancy Pelosi on the House floor about Iron Dome funding. And that was one of the big moments on the left where it was a wake-up call as to how dominated, controlled, coerced, whatever the squad members were by former House leadership. So we'll be talking a little bit more about the various responses the left have had to this conflict and the pushback they've been having with their base.
And we're going to get into more details of what we've learned on the ground in the last 24 hours, but I think we've got a little bit more.
Yeah, well, the New York Times' Tom Friedman appeared on CNBC this morning where he had this message for opponents to aid in Ukraine.
Vladimir Putin is licking his chops and saying, if the flow of Western weapons to Ukraine is cut off for a week, they're finished. He's just gonna have free reign of the skies. And so, can I just say to every one of the Republican lawmakers talking about just cutting off military aid to Ukraine, that is one of the most shameful, embarrassing, disgusting things I can imagine an American government doing in the history of our country. What the hell is wrong with you people?
I mean, I do think that Republicans need to, and I was thinking about this after looking at the remarks at a Code Pink event, a left anti-war group that was founded after the 9/11 attacks that met in D.C. last week. They were very clear to couple their argument about not funding Ukraine with an argument pushing peace negotiations and really framing it as a desire to save Ukrainian lives and Russian lives alike. A lot of soldiers are forced through conscription to fight, etc., to end the fighting. So much of it, I think, it's characterized as you just want to abandon Ukrainians, you want the worst for Ukrainians, you don't care what happens to them, you want to abandon them in the middle of struggle. But if you're facing a funding crisis like this because of what's going on in the House, this exposes the vulnerability of your situation and how coupled your fate is to the political whims of a country halfway across the world. And this is exactly why, from the beginning, the emphasis for anybody who wanted peace and wanted to save the lives of those people should have been focused on resolution as opposed to continuing the fighting to weaken Russia, as was the stated objective of our military. So I don't know. I do think that Republicans who are heading this message should be refocused on peace, and they should be talking and resurfacing all of those various moments that we now are aware of as early as 1 month after the conflict emerged, where there were real peace negotiations on the table that were affirmatively thwarted by our government and the British government.
And look, we've done our part. We've given Ukraine a lot of aid. Tom Friedman there is saying, I think he's trying to...
She just said America thwarted peace talks, and then he goes, look, we've done our part. Do you hear the fucking hypocrisy? If you missed that, guys, listen.
Month after the conflict emerged, where there were real peace negotiations on the table that were affirmatively thwarted by our government and the British government.
And look, we've done our part. We've given Ukraine a lot of aid.
Your part would have been to foster peace negotiations.
I think he's trying to
still be trying to go after them.
Keep up the fight, to
Fuck
continue
you, Robbie.
wanting to give aid because of how dire the situation is. But if it's true that they're going to lose immediately the second funds are withdrawn, this reminds me of what neoconservative hawks said about the Middle East about withdrawing from Iraq or Afghanistan. That it'll collapse immediately. We'll lose immediately. Then what have we done? If what we've contributed to is so fragile that it takes our super involvement at all times, or it will immediately collapse, doesn't that make the entire project seem a little worthless? Seem like not a realistic use of our resources? We need to be clear-headed. We need to be rational, and contrary to what he says there, it's the elites and the interventionists who are not at all realistic about the limits of American power and dollars and money and what this means for our own security and what the American people actually want. They're living in a fantasy land, not us.
I think I saw this in an early John Mearsheimer, I think he's at the University of Chicago, and he's an expert on the region, and many people looked to him as the crisis emerged because he had spoken really compellingly about it beforehand. But one of the points that was made was Russia's there. Russia has a different kind of interest in the region because it is in the region. It's talking about its own borders. So U.S., as we can see through the division about the subject in Congress and the American public being divided basically 50-50 on this, more against additional funding than for additional funding, that our investment just isn't ever going to be what Russia's investment is. So if Ukrainians' fate is so contingent on us, and America's investment is so fragile, then from a negotiating perspective, the idea that we are going to just wait it out No, Russia is going to be able to wait
With
it
our
out.
European partners contributing nothing compared to what we're contributing, maybe if this is such an important goal to make sure that the entire borders of Ukraine remain exactly as they were without any territorial concession to Russia. Again, I'm not sure this is a very important U.S. national security goal, but if this is so important to France and Germany and England and the rest of them, then they can help pay for it. They should take up the responsibility of paying for the bulk of it, which they haven't done, because here's America to save the day. That's not something that the American people are satisfied with, nor should they be.
Yeah, a good point. All right, stick around. We'll have more Rising for you after this.
It's a really bad situation that we're in, man. And the way, we're completely behind Israel, really, while Israel goes in there and levels apartment complexes. No, I got the video here. Check this out.
Chairman, it's always good to have you. Thank you for taking the time. The war is widening. That's pretty clear if you look at what Hezbollah has been doing to the north and, of course, what Hamas has already done along the Gaza area. That was just the scenario that a lot of people feared. What do you make of it?
Well, that is a nightmare scenario. To contain this war in Gaza is really the key here. If it escalates with Hezbollah to the north out of Lebanon, they have 100,000 rockets, Hezbollah does, which would overload the Iron Dome. It's not capable of protecting from that many rockets. And so, with Iran playing a role in this, which I know the administration doesn't want to talk about, with Hezbollah in Lebanon, with the ISIS radical Islamists in Syria, and others threatening a jihad movement to Jerusalem, the last thing we want is an escalation of this war, and the best way to do that is through deterrence by sending our aircraft carriers and frigates to the Mediterranean as a warning sign not to escalate.
Chairman, you talk about warning signs. Our own Jackie Heinrich had raised this with John Kirby at the White House today, whether there had been, early signals or warnings of this attack last week by Hamas. This is from the White House briefing a few moments ago.
Can you speak to the reports that Israel was warned by Egypt?
I can't.
McCaul from Foreign Affairs made that allegation this morning, saying that was something that members were told on the Foreign Affairs Committee. So has that been discussed at all, or is that something you're looking into?
I can't speak to specific intelligence matters. Again, there will be a time to look back at this, as we always do, and we will. Right now, we're sharpening the intelligence gathering and cooperation and sharing with Israel, as we should, since they're involved in active operations, and we're making sure that they get the tools they need.
All right, so your intelligence might be saying one thing, Chairman. John Kirby might be holding cards close to his vest. His and at the White House says another. Who's right?
Well, we do know the Egyptian intelligence did refer this to Israel. And I can't get into any more depth than that, but I do think there was a threat stream out there. It was a failure of intelligence, and we had a classified briefing that I moderated with the entire House today. And we're going to have to get to the bottom of what went wrong. How they planned for almost a year, Hamas did, to make this horrible invasion attack on Israel, and yet there were no warning signs in advance. When the Egyptians did warn Israeli officials, Obviously, there wasn't enough done to stop it.
There it is.
This concerns me, not just with respect to Hamas, but what about our intelligence on Hezbollah? What about our intelligence on Iran? They say there's no clear link to Iran. I disagree with that. Iran gives them $100 million a year, and we know that a lot of the weapons systems they get come straight out of Iran. So the idea that Iran's not complicit or doesn't have any fingerprints on this is absolutely laughable, I think, from an intelligence standpoint.
Though, Chairman, you raise a valid point, Iran. A lot of people are wanting to know whether this is just semantics the administration is playing, is what type of aid or planning was involved here. But back to this Egyptian warning, was it to the point of saying Hamas was going to lead a multi-pronged attack on Israel? Was it that blunt, that blatant?
You know, again, I can't get into specific details, but a warning was made from the Egyptian intelligence to the Israelis.
There you go.
What did our IC community know about this? It's unclear. The answers are not very good today, to be honest with you. And we don't know what levels this intelligence went up the chain in Israel prior to this terror attack from Hamas.
Chairman, we're learning that more American munitions have arrived on site to Israel to help them out with this. We know that the USS Gerald R. Ford is just off waters as a presence. More could be coming. Do you think at this point there is a reason to go even beyond that, to have advisors on the ground, for example, in Israel?
Yeah, I think the more threat posturing we can have in the region, the more deterrence we have from an escalation. You know, as was mentioned in the report, we do have special operators, and I know the FBI hostage rescue team assisting the IDF, the Israelis, as they move from bombing command and control to going house to house, which is what they're going to start doing soon. That's where it gets really dangerous, to rescue hostages and perhaps Americans and Israelis. That's going to take a long time, to be honest with you. And that's when they really need our assistance. No one's better at going house to house than we are, because we perfected that in Iraq. Fallujah is a good example in 2004. So they need our training and assistance. That's why we are there helping them.
Chairman, the State Department, as we've just learned, is looking at trying to get Americans who are trying to get out of there the means to do so. This follows on the heels of Canada planning to fly a lot of its citizens and dependents out of Israel by the end of the week. Do you know anything more about that? Will that be different than what was some pandemonium around Afghanistan, for example?
Yeah, I talked to the Undersecretary of State today about this. I have a task force in our committee, the Foreign Affairs Committee, to assist members who get calls from their constituents about getting Americans out of Israel. There are about 500,000 American citizens in Israel, a lot of them with dual citizenship. We need to help. If they want to get out, we need to help them. What I worry about are the almost 20 Americans that are unaccounted for now, and we don't know where they are, whether they've been killed or taken hostage and taken into Gaza. And I will say, I was in the kibbutz a year ago with Kevin McCarthy, to that very community that was overrun by Hamas, and they massacred that entire village that we were in, and then went into the daycare center and killed the children that I saw a year ago, and decapitated children and babies. This is like beyond the pale. It's terror, it's evil at its worst.
I know you can't share much intelligence, and I respect that, Chairman, but I would be curious your own take on what would compel Hamas to do something like this. And of course, it's had control over the Gaza since, 2007. There have been 3 or 4 major incursions, some call them outright wars, under their control, but nothing ever like this. There might be a search to trigger a jihad, if something that Ayatollah Khomeini wanted after 9/11, or something grander. Do you know of anything beyond just the brutality that would trigger it, that would make them think, Hamas think, that this strategy was a winner for them?
Well, you're right. It's the largest, I think, terror attack by...
He's such a lame-ass interviewer. He doesn't say, what evidence do you have that they beheaded babies? You know, what kind of fucking interviewer is he? He's such a piece of shit. This is such a lie. Everybody knows this is a lie that they're pushing. It's just like the incubator story. It's fucking crazy that they won't just press these motherfuckers on it, you know? So... I know, just another incubator story. I agree. They keep saying women are being raped. All I saw was one video of a girl with a cut on her arm. Her pants to stop the bleeding. Yeah, I know. I know, Space Coyote. I know. Deer is still here. Awesome. It's super humid outside after the rain. I kind of want to hear the beheaded baby story. Hear him tell the beheaded baby story.
That entire village that we were in, and then went into the daycare center and killed the children that I saw a year ago and decapitated children and babies. This is like beyond the pale.
Will that be different than what was some pandemonium around Afghanistan, for example?
Where does he say he gets the information?
Yeah, I talked to the Undersecretary of State today about this. I have a task force in our committee, the Foreign Affairs Committee, to assist members who get calls from their constituents about getting Americans out of Israel. There are about 500,000 American citizens in Israel, a lot of them with dual citizenship. We need to help. If they want to get out, we need to help them. What I worry about are the almost 20 Americans that are unaccounted for now, and we don't know where they are, whether they've been killed or taken hostage and taken into Gaza. And I will say, you know, I was in the kibbutz a year ago with Kevin McCarthy to that very community that was overrun by Hamas, and they massacred that entire village that we were in, and then went into the daycare center and killed the children that I saw a year ago and decapitated children and babies. This is like beyond the pale.
Yeah, he doesn't give any source or anything for any of that. He just says it.
It's terror, it's evil at its worst.
You know, I know you can't share much intel.
He claims he knows the exact place that it happened to. I know, right?
And I respect
it's their own fault.
That, Chairman, but I would be curious your own take on what would compel Hamas to do something like this. Now, of course, it's had control over the Gaza since, 2007. There have been 3 or 4 major incursions, some call them outright wars, under their control, but nothing ever like this. There might be a search to trigger a jihad, something Ayatollah Khomeini wanted after 9/11, or something grander. Do you know of anything beyond just the brutality that would trigger it, that would make them think, Hamas think, that this strategy was a winner for them?
Man.
Well, you're right. It's the largest, I think, terror attack by Hamas. It was the 50th year anniversary of Yom Kippur, and also the anniversary of Anwar Sadat's assassination.
Exactly.
However, I think there are larger forces at play here. Remember, Iran is tied to Russia, which is tied to China, North Korea. We don't really know. I do know that Iran had a major factor in this, even though the administration won't admit that. But I think your question is very valid. Why now? And why so massive? And I think the anniversary had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, and they've had to know, to your point, that the Israeli response would be, as it's turned out to be, massive, and 10, maybe 100-fold, to make the point that this was an unwise, horrific decision on the part of Hamas. Maybe we'll get to know soon. While I still have you, sir, of course, it looks like Republicans might have settled on the speaker issue around Steve Scalise. We're told that Jim Jordan...
Nobody freaking cares. My mom just got home. All right. Hello. Yeah, they don't have... If they've got photos, they can show them. You know, when we see the photos, right? There's one dude that claimed that, so I'm sure people have cell phones. There's plenty of documentation to prove it. Show me the evidence, and then we'll talk about it. I have a feeling that article doesn't have any evidence. Right? Alright, you guys, thanks for watching. I hope you all had fun. I will see you this afternoon sometime. Okay? Maybe around 4 o'clock or something. Peace.